Thank you for tuning in to Cooking with Chuck. Believe it or not, this is our 300th program. We started 18 years ago, and this is 300 today. We had a great run, and the reason is that we have a couple of common things that we like to do, and that is, one, we don't worry about calories. We don't worry about if it's healthy. We just want it to taste good, and that's why we've been so successful. I've got so much to cover today. I don't know if we're going to get it all done, but I had to write down some notes, and there's a lot of things going on. Remember last time we did peanut butter, jelly, and anchovy, and that thing went viral. We had 159,000 hits in the first 3 minutes. We ended up after the first hour of 3.5 million, and 5 days later we were looking at 9 million hits on our YouTube site. Moving on, next week we're going to be in Montreal. As you can see by the background behind us today, we're in Phoenix, Arizona, doing something we've been waiting to do a very long time, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Believe it or not, the week after that we'll be in Singapore, and then we're going to be doing a show on a Airbus 300 over the Indian Ocean. And we're booked on Fox and Friends coming up in about 2 weeks. I'll give you more details for that. And also the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC, is going to be going with us to South America. And we know right now we're planning to do our Christmas show in London and Piccadilly Circus. I want everyone to remember that our website is a4u.com. Anchovies for you. Our newsletter is still only $14.95 per month, and that's still a real bargain. We also have our history of anchovies. It's a coffee table book, and it's still available right now in the first edition for only $79.96, tax not included. It would make a great Christmas gift for somebody that you know. We have DVD cooking CDs still available. DVDs still available for online cooking with anchovies. I'm also doing this spring. We're taking a trip to Spain to 18 cities for the price of only $12,995 per person to learn how to cook with anchovies. Our best-selling book on the New York Times nonfiction list is selling for $29.95, and we're going into our 100th printing of that book as we speak right now. Well, and the book title still is 1,000 Ways to Make Anchovy Pizzas. We also have the Anchovy of the Month Club, and that is only $18.95 per month, and we can deduct that right on your credit card from your bank. And we are starting a new service, and that's how to pair wines with anchovies, and that's going to be going at $49.95 per week. You would get per month. You would get one bottle of wine and one anchovy someplace in the world. There's a lot more going on. We have, of course, we have T-shirts, we have hats, and we have anchovy tattoos. We have that convention this year in Las Vegas. Last year we had it in Des Moines, Iowa, and nobody showed up, so we're having it in Las Vegas this year. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, we're on Instagram, so let's get to it. "30 years ago, I was in Spain at a small coastal town down the coast from Valencia called Alicante. And I was hungry, looking for a breakfast place, and I wound through some back alleys and finally found a place that had, to my surprise on the menu, tomato bread. It was fantastic. And when I saw it, I knew that I had to bring it to the States and let everybody see how it's done. So it's easy to do, but you do have to be a professional too. So one of the first two things you need, of course, is you need a French bread, and I enjoy a small baguette like this to use. Also, you need to have a nice ripe tomato, because that's the heart of it. You need to have flat anchovies. Do not get the round anchovies, get the flat anchovies. Because you do need some type of an Italian type dressing here, and this is called real French. It is an Italian type dressing, I feel. And you want to, when you do it, you're going to shake it up so that you get all the good flavors throughout. And then we have a couple Italian dressings or seasonings that we like to use, but that's really not as important as you may think. And we mix them together in a bowl for sprinkling on when we get done. So let's get to it. We like to cut the tomato in about 1/2-inch slots. And you don't really need too much. Probably that one piece will be okay, maybe a little bit more. We like to cut them diagonally across the circle in about 1/12 of an inch size we found to be the best. So we're just going to cut those right here. And we know that we're going to mince those up a little bit as we go along. Just look how nice that's coming across. Oh, this tomato is really nice. We do like really ripe tomatoes that come off the vine in the end of the summer in places like Illinois. It's fantastic. We're trying to keep those diagonally cut, working hard to keep them about the same size. And again, this is probably the most important part right here. So we take our time doing that. There's no rush. We're not going anywhere today. And then we come back with the kidder cutter here, and we grind it up a little bit more and get that down to a nice, not pureed, but oh boy, is that looking good. So what we're going to do then, we're going to take some of the herbs and flavorings, Italian, and sprinkle it on there. There's no set amount here, just to put it onto how you like it. Some people like more, some less. Do whatever you want, no problem. Then we're going to take our Italian dressing, our vinaigrette here. Make sure that it's well shaken up. And we're going to drench the mix here. We want to soak into the bread when we do it. So we're about ready to go. We're going to get our baguette. We've already taken the time to cut it. We're going to put it right over here. And we're just going to put that in one swoop. We got most of it on there. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now, the most important part. We are going to put the anchovies diagonally across. And sometimes they're a little hard to get out. The Crown Prince ones are good, but we like other brands too. And we're going to put those on right there. Oh my God, does that look good? I can't wait for a bite. So we don't want to smother it in anchovies. We want to have it so it's tasty and we feel that we eat the anchovies and enjoy everything. So let me just try this right here. Oh my God. This is heaven on earth. So there you go. Enjoy it. It's great for breakfast. And we will see you next week.